So this is the plan. Studio is going to be
it is red hot. Building this wall here, then on top of that there'll be a wall plate. Then there's the joists, then there's going to be the OSB, the insulation, and there's going to be a waterproof layer that goes in between here and here, but they're micro thin, so I'm not going to count those. Insulation 100mm, the OSB another 20mm, joists 170mm. Wall plate starting at 210, and then we've got 35 on top of that. It's going to be levelling out with the top of that wood there. That's all right then. It's pretty clear I'm going to need to get my my chop saw set up. So I think I better go and get that, because I'm going to be doing a lot of cutting today. A lot of cutting. Because I'm going to be cutting so many of these uprights, I am going to set up for all of the uprights, because we're going to have at least 19. So it's worthwhile doing it just to get through all of that many. So I'm going to set it up and get chopping. Oh, look at that beauty. Then if I bolt this one to the line here, I'm set. Got to put my hands up here. I had a bit of an issue with the base. I've gone oversized by 9 centimeters. So to counter that, what I'm doing is I'm measuring out now to form the uprights at 600 centers. So that's the center of each of these, there to there, will be 600 centimeters, 600 millimeters, sorry. So what I'm thinking is that if I start at this end, at the front of the building, and then work 60 back, then I'm going to have a bit that's going to be possibly 70 when I get to the back. But that should be okay, because I'm going to be bracing from the building, from the garage. So that's my thinking, that's my logic anyway. I don't know if that's going to be right or wrong, but that's the way I'm going with it. So I'm measuring up now. Every 600 millimeters, marking my line. Next one is at 120, done. Next one is 180, bob on, 360. So that's the top plate, well, the top of the frame, that's the bottom. Now I just can place these in on my marks and then start nail gunning. Yes, the fun bit, bring on the nail gun. First frame roughly laid out. I'm just going to check the angles using the speed square, and then hit them up with a nail gun. I always get apprehensive at this point, you know, when you're applying the fixings, certainly with these ring shank nails as well. It's kind of it, once they're in, getting them back out again, because they go so far into the wood, it's going to be pretty problematic. So, but you know what, once I've done the first one, I think it'll be fine. And then the rest of them, the other 3 walls, well, 3 and a bit, because there is a bit over there that I've got to work out how I'm doing still. Once I've got those sorted, that first one over with, I think it'll be easy. So we're going to raise this frame up now. It's all nailed in across the top and the bottom. I've got double here where one side of the door is going to be. I haven't decided whether that's going to be the side for the hinges or if that's the side for the latch yet, don't know. So now I'm going to bolt this on here, and then Dudley's going to wake up and he's going to move out the way so I can then lift this piece of wood. Poor old Duds, he's a bit old, is he? He's a bit old and he's struggling a bit. Just one in here will be enough to hinge it. I'll leave those there in case when I come to it. It's quite a lot of wood, that is. All told. There we go. Move this further back a little bit there. That's heavy. Okay. That beam's going to do a great job. But one more, I think. Belt end braces. At least then I know the corner's at the right angle to work to. That would be a jolly good idea now, wouldn't it? Perfect. Here we go. Straight. One bit straight anyway. Okie dokie, let's make up the front. This is, I don't know why I was apprehensive at the outset. There's no reason whatsoever. Okay. See if we can't do it a little bit cleverer this time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mark up both pieces at the same time for the 600 centres. Save doing it twice and whatnot. However, this one's going to have the window in it at 171. So, as Claire wants the door on the side, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the window dead centre. So first of all, let's find the centre, mark that, mark out where the window is going to be on these, so that I can put some joists around the outside and build a frame around it. Because that pane of glass is a pain in the... It's massive and it's really heavy. Really heavy, jolly heavy. We have 290 precisely. So 145 is my centre mark. It is there. Come on, line up. Hokey cokey karaoke. I think what I might do is get a couple of those screws if I need to hold it. You know what I said about nailing it to the floor? Yeah, I did that good and proper. Thinking about it. Because if I put the window frame in now, I can do it all level and not have to worry about gravity and all of that malarkey. And I can nail the base noggins that I'm going to need a lot of for this window underneath. Yeah, let's do that first. Here we go then. So I've now I've got this base plate in for the glass. The glass is bloody heavy, so what I thought is I put a load of noggins in here straight onto the base plate, so all the weight is transferred straight onto the main frame. And then it's because it's so big, there's a top piece here. Now I'm in ahhing what to do about this glass as well, because what I'm thinking is it might even be easier to get the glass, lay it in the frame and then lift the frame up. However, with the weight of it and the flexiness of the frame until we've got the cladding in place, that could be a bit dicey. So thoughts are, I'm going to raise this as it is, screw it in place, just put some holders in so it's going to be vertical. I'm going to build out the last wall and then raise that up as well, bolt that to it. And then what I might do is I might drop the front back down again, because the front is going to be inset there, it's going to be inset the same here. The sides are going to sit on the outside of it. So that's what I'm going to go with. Let's get this front up and just tack him in place, put a couple of screws in, and then see how it looks. Exciting. Let's hope, fingers crossed now, that I haven't nailed anything else to the base. That was a little silly. Oh no, looks like we're good. Looks like I have put some nails on the side there. Ho hum, never mind. I've also seemed to move the frame forward. Right, let's put one holding screw in up here somewhere. It's got him held up. Let's build out this last wall then. Well, say last wall. I've got the side wall, then I've got the farty little wall that's going to be for a recessed window over the way. 2 recessed windows. Let's get this next frame built out. So here we go then. So we've now got one side up, then I've bolted to the garage these uprights vertical, because ultimately that's going to be a really thin window. I'm just using it temporary to hold that in place now. I've got over this side, we've got this batten against the wall bolted in the same, and then I've used a really slim offcut that came off the floor to use as a gap fill to make sure that this one is absolutely vertical. So that's vertical. That one is vertical that way, yet I haven't bolted it to the floor, so it's a bit immaterial. Now I'm going to swing the front wall in place and then fix those two together. Should start to see how big it's actually going to be. Oh wait, no more, never mind. Oh, that's it. Make sure it's still nice and plumb. I don't know why they call it plumb. There's nothing to do with plums, is it? Vertical. Yeah, it's just got to come a smidge there. That is bob on. Oh, bloody lovely. Ta-da! That's a bit of progress today. It's good when it comes together like that. Right, now I'm going to go around with the nail gun, putting the wall plate in place, trying to remember not to put it in place where there's going to be things like doors, because I'm going to be cutting that out to take the thingy out for the door frame. So, let's get round, nail gun, and get banging some in. See, it feels like it's quite monumental progress today. It's always that first bit when you do the framing. I say you always, I've never done it before, so I haven't got a Scooby what I'm talking about. From what I've seen, right, doing all the research and looking up videos on how this is all done, when you do the framing section, it goes up like billion really quick, and it does feel like it's gone up really quick today. Yeah, I can tell that you can see that I'm a beginner with this nail gun. There's things like this, look, and there's a couple where it's gone off the edge and come out. So I've still got my L plates on there, but I've managed to get a couple of cool bits sorted. One such as this slit. I've actually got the location for the first window in place. There's going to be one there, there's going to be another there, and then yeah, coming on. So, first framing I've ever done is done. Tomorrow I'm going to crack on with the roof, start getting the apex things up. Eaves, that's the badger. Feels like a big shift forward today. I'm really chuffed with that, and the weather held out for us, so that was awesome. But there we go. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Rich, and this is It's Adventure. Don't forget, click on that subscribe button, and if you click on the bell, you'll be notified the next time I release a video. I tend to try and release one every week at the moment, but yeah, I managed to keep up with the schedule so far, so that's cool. It's I'm chuffed with this one, really chuffed. It's coming on. I'll see you again very soon.